Hi, I'm Andrew. Welcome to a series of videos entitled Why You Already Know Maths. For me, as a maths teacher, I would often start my maths classes by selecting 3 students and giving them either a hammer, a tissue box or a tissue. They would all have a bit of wood and a nail, and the aim was to see if they could put the nail into the wood so that I could hang my hat on it. So the person with the hammer is just laughing at everybody else, and the other two begin. The first person gets the tissue box and they go whack, whack, whack. Of course it wasn't going to work. And the person with the tissue might sometimes push the tissue into the nail and try to protect their hand as they try to push it down. So it's just got to be strong enough for me to hang my hat on it. That looks pretty strong. That's in. You're good. Right, you're done. You're done, and there we go, Will. Unlucky. What the other two had to do was come up with a creative way of doing the same thing as someone with the correct tool had done. So I kind of feel that maths is like having that tool. Your multiplication, addition, all those different skills are like having a hammer. They make the job easier. But if you can't think, if you don't know how to use those tools, they're pretty pointless. It's like getting the hammer and picking your nose with it. If you don't know how to use the tools, then they're useless. So what the others did, they grabbed their tissue box and they put the block of wood up like this, and then get the nail and then whack the wood down on top of that. Or they might use the table, they might use something else, something creative to do the same job. Now, for me, creative thinking is more important than the skills, because if you don't have the skills, you'll find a way to do it anyway. Just like all of my students, they all found a way to put that nail in the piece of wood regardless of whether they had the skills or not. Now, the skills are important, of course, but I remember being in Malaysia with a group of maths teachers and giving them a problem I give to a number of Year 7 students that I've had. These maths teachers could multiply 423 by 67 in their head, and the only reason I kept up is because I've done the problem a number of times. Now, they could do all these great multiplications, but the problem involved a lot of logic and thinking, and they couldn't master that side of things, and so they actually gave up on a problem that Year 7 students could do, despite the fact that they had the most bright, shiny tool that you could imagine. They just didn't know how to use it. And so, combining those two things, in the next series of videos, I'll show you why you already know a whole lot about maths.